Watch what you bet here tonight, Jeff. Watch that betting show. It goes hand in hand right now. And also give us a follow at SBR Sports Picks on Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube. Every single time that betting show goes live, you get the notification to view this programming designed to get to you in 20 minutes or less, Jeff. Talking about the Spurs and the Warriors tonight, minus 11 on ESPN, live from Oracle tonight. We take a look at the line splits here. As we just said, the Warriors are minus 11, total of 233.5, money line split of plus 562, minus 800. The interesting thing that you look at, Jeff, the Warriors, so hard to bet against when you put in your head, right? You say, man, dominant team, I don't want to go against them, but they are money burners here. They're not over 500. The Warriors are actually, Jeff, 10, 15, and 1 against the spread at home. You say, ooh, how about those Spurs? I mean, at least they're trying to keep their head above water. 13, 12, and 1. What's going to give in this battle? 10:30 tonight, ESPN national game. Should be an interesting watch.
Yeah, this is an interesting game. You look at the Spurs tonight. No DeRozan, no LaMarcus Aldridge. That's going to be trouble for the Spurs now. I kind of just talked about how you maybe look to want to get on a team like this. But you look at the Spurs, Donnie, 43 points per game going to be out of the lineup tonight. You also look at Pau Gasol. He's on the trading block. This team's not defending at a high level either. This Golden State team, as we know, one of the most, one of the best offenses we've ever seen. You look at Spurs, you'd have to think they're going to struggle tonight defensively and obviously offensively. This Spurs team, even with these guys in it, has not been particularly good defensively. You think maybe an over, but then you see those two guys out. That's going to hurt the total a little bit. I'd almost look to the Warriors here. Obviously, sometimes you want to get on these situations, and maybe I'm hypocritically knocking the argument I just made. But in this kind of spot where you're losing so much production, it's hard to rectify right now. The Warriors, no one's getting traded there. They're kind of just keeping their eye on the prize. Maybe an under, too. I think the Spurs could struggle a little bit to score here. There's just not a lot of options right now for this team offensively.
Yeah, actually, when we're filming the show right now, it's actually 14.5 now. So you saw a 3.5-point surge since the time we punched up the script to How's It Getting Live, as well as 230.5. So some interesting line movements there, which, again, watch what you bet. Ties right into SBRodds.com. If you're not getting those line changes, not shopping around for the books, don't be left out in the cold. So a big margin there with players coming in and out, and certainly a 3 to 3.5-point line move here, Jeff. Let's move it to some college basketball here. Mountain West, top dog, Nevada, heads on the road. The one interesting thing that we take a look at the Mountain West, Jeff, is Nevada bored at this point? And the reason I say that is they're so talented. They should win the league. They have a lot of players that have been around the block, and they know the end goal is let's make a Final Four. Let's make an Elite Eight. Let's make a run maybe on the outside at an NCAA title. Coming in tonight as a heavy favorite, looking at some of the lines updated right now. Opened up 13.5, Jeff, sitting at about 12.5. Over under. Interesting surge here. Opened up at 150.5 offshore, now showing 155.5, Jeff.
Yeah, big move up in the total here. Obviously, I think a lot of people are looking at the last game, Donnie, these two teams played. And I'll also add into the fact that in that game, Nevada put 100 points up on the board. And that was 3 or 4 minutes late where they had a lot of end of the bench guys in. They could have probably put up 110. They were just on fire in this game offensively. Nevada's won 7 in a row, but you look at the last 3, Donnie, that they've won 93.3 points a game in those games. This is a team that right now is just on fire offensively. They've been a good road team. They had 13 threes in that first game. I'd have to figure that's not going to change here. Colorado State is a poor defensive team, but I'm willing to think, Donnie, that Nico Carvaccio can kind of do his thing down low. He didn't have a great game the first time. And we also have to remember at about the 10-minute mark, Colorado State, they basically just, I think, kind of accepted their fate in the game, and really you didn't see the same effort, but they actually played very well in the first half. I think they were within 6 in the first half, so I'd expect, and I see the move up. This is another one of those games where, Donnie, you have to kind of recognize these moves early and where the line's going to go. I think we all kind of realized when this line came out, it was only going to go up, and you already see a 3-point move up. If you got the early move, Donnie, on this game, or you avoided the early move, congratulations.